Hey guys, welcome to another brand new video, and right now we are right before the Game of the Year awards, so you guys actually might go and see this throughout the actual award show itself, because it'll probably be on my channel, after like 9 hours. If it's live, it'll probably, the award show will probably be done. A lot of these things will either probably be out there or already public, stuff like that. But we've actually been seeing a little bit of early leaks so far when it comes to the Game of the Year awards, and this is just for people who just, are kind of curious. I was random in the background, that are kind of curious in what might be coming up, and as well some intriguing leaks and topic discussions that the Game of the Year awards is also costing like millions of dollars to even go and play a trailer and an ad in it. And that's also even more crazy too, coming off the streamer awards from the Twitch end, and they had like gambling sponsors like Omen, they had like all these, like I think even Progressive, like a bunch of crazy big sponsors involved. So it shows that these game show awards are making absolute bank. So let's go talk about the early leaks we've seen so far, what I'm expecting from the event, and of course I probably will be either streaming this up on Twitch or maybe even on YouTube. If you guys want a YouTube stream, let me know. But regardless, go follow up on Twitch. We'll be doing a little like just a watch case, showcase, reaction case, what do you guys want to go call it, and maybe on YouTube, although they do sometimes get demonetized on YouTube. We'll go and see it throughout the night. But I always love these. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of game award shows, but I do love seeing brand new games and trailers, and I love this stuff. So let's go talk about this. First and foremost, these last like few hours especially, if you guys ever go look at some of the Reddits, like the Gaming Leaks Reddit, there is so much stuff. So I'm gonna try to summarize some big things, and hopefully we'll see some trailers in a few hours. Or maybe we can even confirm and come back to the video and be like, yeah, this was true, or this was true. Saying basically there's another potential Tomb Raider game has now been hitting on this leak cycle. So this one is the reimagine of the first game, Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis, has now been slated apparently to come to 2026, and a second game called Tomb Raider Catalyst seems to also have been unearthed and dated for 2027. These may or may not be leaked for the upcoming Game of the Year awards. We've been seeing a lot of teasers already, and there usually is a few banging new games coming out. I am desperately waiting for new games. Desperately. Also, don't forget to join the giveaway down below or subscribe if you guys want. But I've been desperately waiting for so many brand new games. There is not a single game right this current second that makes me excited. Like, I have nothing on my like waitful list. Nothing. Absolutely zero. So also don't forget too, Tomb Raider was sold off to a different company. I believe it was Embracer when they were trying to like somewhat cut cost. They sold the Tomb Raider rights. I might be wrong, but nonetheless, they still did that. Now, there's also been a lot of other ones, and the big ones, though, Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed has now changed their profile picture from the Assassin's Creed Shadows logo, and there's a brand new one. We also have heard leaks and rumors before that there has been a few more Assassin's Creed games in the works. I think there's a mobile one as well, unless that already came out, and as well another one that was also teased and leaked out too. So assuming, especially because Assassin's Creed Shadows has been out for a while so far, there also might be another big announcement for that. Side one, there also might be a Skyrim 2 announcement as well. Maybe there was some very small Bethesda leaks on that, especially because we just saw Skyrim itself show up on the Switch. Actually, I misworded that, not Skyrim 2, just the next Bethesda game. Sorry, my bad. Diablo 4 expansion title might also possibly be leaked over by Blizzard, which is called the Lord of Hatred 2 as well. And there's a lot more on this, like the big awards list. We had Exodus, seemingly confirmed, going to be showcasing up on the actual event itself. This is confirmed on their official social medias over here. You guys can see the little video up in the background. We might even see more stuff on Marathon too, just based on the name style. Well, apparently this is a rumor, but apparently there's like some major big PlayStation title that might be finally announced. We're not sure exactly what, maybe Last of Us Part 3. We also have the Intergalactic game we haven't seen much news on, so we might see some more stuff on that. We've also seen some Instagrams too for some OG, I believe this is the OG Silent Hill. The very original Silent Hill 1 remake / remaster might be also technically leaked out. We'll have to go and see. Take all these with a big grain of salt, but this is from 9 days ago, so as we begin more information. Death Stranding 2 on the beach, Control Resident, Resident Evil Equium. We might actually finally see Leon revealed. Sorry for the spoilers, but I think there was also some artwork that showed him very old in the Resident Evil Requiem game, like maybe like 50s, 60s, like rugged old man, like Joel type vibes. You have The Dust, and then Project FMC, Ominusha's release date, Pragmata, which I think I really want to play Pragmata. If this is the game I think this is like that really cool spacey game. Yeah, this is the weird space game with the girl. This actually might go and actually have a release date. Like, these are some of these games have been teased around for a while. So I'm happy actually seeing some more news or confirmations on it. The new Control, like I mentioned, Neon's a Giant Project Impact 2 as well. Like, there's a lot of big games that are coming out. There is a lot. Here's another like little cat over here from Neon Giant doing other little teasers for December 11th, which obviously is in the, like right now, that's today in a few hours. So there's probably gonna be also a few more. Now, things do get leaked, but there also has been a few huge announcements and huge potential leaks coming out as well. So I'm excited, dude. I literally cannot wait. Now, there also has been a few other ones too as well. Arknight Enfield as well, with a Korean ad coming out too. What Shrapnel Nick, this was a while ago. I said, well, if what I was just DM'd is actually true, big if. Next week, even GTA 6 could actually have its thunder stolen on the hype scale. We can see if that's going to be true as well, if this has anything to come to do with the Game of the Year awards too on top of that one. And yeah, just a lot of bigger games right now. Mostly Assassin's Creed seems like the big one, and the Tomb Raider is like the biggest ones so far. Now, there was also a really big, huge leak, and I want to spend the rest of this video talking about this because, like I said, follow on Twitch or we'll stream on YouTube, either or. But right now, it shows that they have the leaks pop up for how much these ads cost. Now, I believe it was like 120 million impressions in the whole Game of the Year awards, which is insanity to me. That's like Super Bowl levels, but factor in all the people on Twitch, all the people on YouTube, VODs, just, I don't know, just everything. Like sometimes there's even TV slots depending on like the country. Oh, they used to do it on G4. I miss G4. Maybe before some of you guys' times, or maybe right around it. I don't know. But basically, the whole idea is that this year's show, a 60-second trailer during this ceremony can cost up to $450,000. That's crazy. So if you're an indie game or a publisher, that's like $500,000. And this guy, this Jeff Keighley, must be making bank. It does cost money to host a stadium, like a little, whatever, theater room, whatever. That does cost money, but I think they also do sell tickets. And as well, like you're also making ad money because you're running ads during the event. Like think like if you go on Twitch, there's a pre-roll. On YouTube, if you watch an ad, there's an ad. Even on this video, there's probably ads. Like you're making money on that. You're making money on guest appearances. You're doing brand deals. I think there's like Red Bull and stuff like that being sponsored a lot of the times, and like those big game companies too as well. Like yeah, it costs money to have symphonies and everything else, but bro, you could probably pay for that all within like 1 3-minute trailer. Like, I mean, yeah, you got to have employees. You got to pay yourself. I'm not really sure what else Jeff Keighley does throughout the years. I know he does a few other game shows. But like, dude, if you're making $1 million off a 3-minute trailer, buddy, that's a lot. I mean, most of the time they're like really quick, but sometimes they'll have bigger events. Now, I'm sure there's some big deals. Like, I'm sure if PlayStation's like, hey, we want to give you exclusive rights to show our brand new game for free, and like you scratch our back, I'll scratch yours. I'm sure that happens. And I'm sure there's some indie games out there that maybe just Jeff Keighley, if he's not a horrible demon of a person, would also be like, yeah, that's chill, we got you, that's fine. Like, those are things to consider, and I'd probably agree, like, that you should do that. Like, not everyone can afford $500,000 or $1 million. But in the gaming sphere, it is one of the biggest entertainment mediums, and it does cost a lot of money. Like, people will spend millions of dollars. Look at Twitch streamers or YouTubers who will go and spend a lot of money on all these things. Like, they 100% do already. Like, some of these things will spend like $1 billion in marketing. Look at Call of Duty. Look at any big AAA game. Look at Fortnite. These people are making bank. They're paying Disney billions, maybe not billions, but a lot of money. But yeah, 2 separate sources in the video game publishing world has now said they had not been briefed on this year's rates. These sounded like about what was in line from all the previous years. So yeah, dude, Jeff Keighley's making a lot of money. I mean, it's a good show, and I'm happy he took it over, although he did go and kill E3. But like at the same time, like dang. Just dang. So if there's anything else you guys are looking forward to in the Game of the Year awards, let me know. Like I said, I'm mainly looking maybe forward to one big PlayStation reveal. Maybe Wolverine will have more details, maybe a Last of Us, maybe even more news on the God of War TV show, possibly. There's a lot of potential stuff. But as well, we are seeing updates, like as we've even shown you guys in these early leaks with like Assassin's Creed, with Pragmata, with Silent Hill. So we're seeing some big stuff with that, and I'm also excited to get actual release dates and timestamps for it all. But at the end of the day, I hope this event is just good. Like, I feel like we haven't had a fun gaming event in a while, and as I mentioned, there's not many games right this second that I'm extremely excited for. I want at least one game where I cannot wait to play. I wake up every day excited to play it, and that's mainly been me with like the League of Legends MMO, I don't know what else is really on the list, but we don't even know if that game's even coming out anytime this decade. So give me your thoughts. Are you guys excited for the Game of the Year awards? Let me know everything I guess you guys want to know in the first place, and I'll have to see if they have any special, more unique announcements, because it does seem like they have been teasing those all around. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys all soon.